Alrighty guys, so same deal on this end. You see the AC is still in place, didn't touch it. Heater hoses are out there. Got them clamped off. I did have to fish that wire through there. Same thing as in the other video. Here's the old box. I had to get a new one. So this one's kind of disassembled at this point, but you can see here I had some teeth missing on my directional door that goes for the defrost. So this door here is your directional door for your defrost. This is for your front vents. And then down below, this is for the floor vents, and then you got directionals for your hot cold. Heater core's inside of that. Take the heater core out. The other guy shows you how to do that in his video. You just pop it out of there. I took the whole heater box out just like this. You don't have to, you can leave all your actuators and crap on the side here. I'm converting to a new heater box, so I'm taking stuff off and whatnot, but you can leave all that on when you take it out. So taking it out, if it's sitting in there, you can see there's a few screws you got to take out. There's one here, there's one there, there's one there, and then there's a clip here. So you got to get past this little clip. And then on the front, there's these little spring clips. You got to take those two off. And then spin this thing around. This is the back of it. Okay. And so these two sit in just the same way they would on like your air box when you're taking your air filter out. And so the process is basically get this thing all loosey-goosey, take the screw out of here, and then out of the sides here, I ended up loosening mine up a little bit. To do that, I had to use a torque bit with just an open end wrench because they're so short here. And so by doing that, it gave me a little bit of flex on these hoses because this plastic could move around a little bit then. And then I just kind of grabbed one hand in here and my other hand right here, because you're going to get new pipes and new heater core anyways, so you can pull on that, it's alright. And I just reached in there and you just rock it, and then eventually you're going to try to rock it up and out, like so. If it's sitting like this, you're going to rock it up and out like that and then pull it out. Okay, so inside the Jeep, oh hang on, I got some smudge on me here. Got some grease from the blender doors. Okay. So inside the Jeep, you get your dash popped out. I left my steering wheel in place, so you can follow that other guy's video, pretty much do all the same things, just don't mess with the steering wheel at all. There's a little plate you got to take off. You can see I've got all the same stuff out. The radio still had to come out and all that. But this little plate, that comes off. You can just leave it sit there. Take your little rubber grommet off so you don't tear it up. And then you can just work this with two people and rest it kind of over top like that. And on the bottom, there's a couple screws that had to come out, so you can see this is loosened up. And then there's those two screws, these guys. You gotta take two of these out. That's off because I got to put it on the new one yet. All right. So from the other side, like I said, everything's the same as that other guy's video, so nothing new to talk about there. On the other side, this is kind of free floating at this point. Let me back this up. You can see I can move it. I got this tied up for the rope so it just doesn't slide back. I'm not like prying and holding tension. You can see I could actually move it further. Okay, so this is just holding it. It's not under tension, okay? Like I'm not trying to bend or pry the dashboard with the rope. So in here, that's where your unit sits. So to get at that, you may have to be on the driver's seat and reach over top and you'll be able to get those screws out. Like I said, you might have to do a little magic with with this kind of a setup, right, where you got an end wrench and a torque, so you got enough room. Loosen those up. You'll be doing the same thing to put them back. I took the steel plate off here. It's just 2 bolts, so it gives me room to get in. And there's where your filters go. I got my filters out. I'm gonna put new ones in. That's where the blower motor is. And here's where the AC unit goes in. And then down below there, this is what your heater box sits on. So you can see there's those 2 slots. You got to drop those 2 latches down in those slots, just like you would on your air filter. And it just rocks up and out. The spring clips that go on the front, I was telling you guys about, that's these. They're just a little spring clip. They just clip over, hold it on. No big deal. And once you rock it up out of there, you're going to have to start shimmying it out. And then you'll have to just lift up. See how much play I got here? I can lift this way up. And you'll lift it and you'll take it right out of there, no problem. So my AC is intact. Just the heater box is out. And I'm putting a new heater box in. That's pretty much all there is to it. You don't have to mess with any of the widgets on the sides if you're going to use the same heater box over. Like this piece here, I would even recommend taping this on so it doesn't come off, because if this comes off, there's 2 coil springs that can pop off really easy behind there. This one popped off on me because I pulled this off because I didn't realize what it was for. So you don't need to take this off. You should tape it on or something as you're working on it so you don't accidentally knock it off. And then on the other side, this whole assembly can stay on, and that's how it comes on a new one. I'll show you what you get. Here's my new one. So this will go right in. So you get that whole assembly still on there on the side. See that? So all you got to do is put your old actuators on, and you're good to go. Actuators, I'm not too worried about changing because they, you can see that white piece with the springs is already loaded for you. I'm not too worried about that piece because for the actuators, because you can change those right through the fire or through the move the carpet on the driver's side. You don't have to tear anything apart, so I'm going to reuse my old ones. And then you just unplug any wires that look tight. I mean, that's why I just found wires that were kind of tight, unplugged them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can kind of see this is what I've got apart. You know, the center console, that's still out. Just slide that straight back. You know, radio, all that stuff's out. Same stuff the other guy takes out. Just leave the steering wheel in place. I had to move the steering wheel up and down a few times throughout the process. In the end, it's all the way down, and then you lift the dash out on top of it. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be putting this back together, so I might not be able to show you, but I might be able to talk a little bit more about any questions you have.